Hey, how you guys doing? It's your boy Party Marty. Just doing a little bit of renovating in the house. Kind of wanted to just check in and let everybody know that you are worthy, you are special, and that you do have a purpose in life. The fact that God woke you up and that Jesus gave His life sacrifice for you to be here, for us to be here. Um, I think the divine man above and divine energy has somehow made things the way they are. I hope everyone's being kind. I hope everyone has empathy for people that are not like them, that are less fortunate. Not everyone was born with two arms, two legs. Some people just have like birth defects where they can't actually um, live normal lives like we can. So I think there's something to be said about like just being lucky, being grateful, and not tearing down people. I think there's a lot of just separation in our society has kind of been getting me down a little bit. And that's why I don't watch the news so much. However, the algorithm sometimes just throws a lot of this stuff in your face to kind of preoccupy you. Has been preoccupying me a little bit. But I do show a lot of, I do feel a lot of empathy for people in like Gaza, people that are, up the street from my house that are homeless, people that are being treated unjustifiably. Just the conditions of women, minorities, people in our society that actually deserve a chance where I think like DEI has been attacked. However, these people who are going against DEI are actually um, well connected. So meritocracy is not actually what's been going on because you can see there's a lot of mediocre people in these positions. So um, I leave with my heart. I leave with my brain. Don't know where that's gonna lead me, but I'm happy. I have the Lord in my life, so I want to thank God. A little bit of advice for people is to be generous and to be charitable to those in need. This doesn't have to be like monetary. I think it can be just um, and just advice and shared experience. I think that's why I like a lot of reality TV because you can, see people's experiences, like what they went through to get where they are, or like mistakes that they made. Maybe I won't have to make them. Anyways, want to keep it positive and just share a little bit of a word with everybody. The story of like my faith is just very deep because um, faith in the church actually brought a lot of stability to my family. Um, Specifically, my friends, the Harris family, brought me to church. Um, it stopped me from kind of like being a little bit of a badass that I was. I was kind of a fighter growing up, but I had to be like that. I grew up in kind of a rough area. My dad really wasn't there that much. And when he was, we didn't really have that many deep conversations. Didn't like teach me how to fish. I learned a lot of things from like my cousin, but I went through a lot of things with my cousin. Actually, like got violated by him when I was around 9 or 10. Um, but anyways, I think it was like before that. After that situation, I ended up finding church. There was just a lot of people like in the household when I grew up because my grandmother was an immigrant. Coming from Costa Rica, so um, we didn't have a lot of resources. So we all stayed in the same house. Um, so it created a little bit of a quagmire and just a really weird dynamic. I don't know like why people were the way they were because my family doesn't really talk about the history of them. Um, but yeah, spirits a little bit of trauma there. I'm just gonna read one scripture about Nahum. Really don't know who this is. Um, but it says Nevine overcome. Um, all right, hold on. Let's start on the whole chapter 2. An army approaches Naveen. He is come up that shall destroy before thy face, that shall keep the siege, watch the way, fortify thy lions, strengthen thy power exceedingly. For the Lord hath thy power exceedingly. Excuse me. For the Lord hath rendered the pride of Jacob as the pride of Israel, because the spoilers have laid them waste and have marred their vine branches. The shield of his mighty men is like fire. The men of the army are clad in scarlet. The reins of the chariot are flaming in the day of his preparation, and the drivers are stupefied. They are in confusion in the ways. The chariots jostle one against another in the streets. Their looks are like torches, their lightning running to and fro. He will muster up his valiant men. They shall stumble in their march. They shall quickly get up on the walls thereof, and a covering shall be prepared. The gates of the rivers are opened, and the temple is thrown down to the ground, and the soldier is led away captive, and her bandwagon were led away mourning as doves, murmuring in their hearts. And as for Naveen, her waters are like a great pool, but the men flee away. They cry, stand, stand, but there is none that will return back. Take ye the spoil of the silver, take the spoil of the gold, for there is no end of the riches of all the precious furniture. She is destroyed and rent and torn. The heart melteth, and the knees fail, and all the lions love their strength, and the faces of them are as the blackness of a kettle. Just don't be led astray. I think a lot of people go to war for things that they don't know about. Check your sources, follow the money, and if people are unkind, don't follow that. Um, there is eternity with God and goodness. Bad people have just a short lifespan, but good people and God's people have forever. So don't sacrifice your moral fiber, your moral thread, just to be bad and fit in. Love God, love people, and make sure that you do the right thing because you have to face consequences in the afterlife. Um, I've seen it. I've had a seizure where I saw heaven, um, and I knew that my destiny was not yet fulfilled. So I am on my way there. Reach out. Everybody knows that, me, I'm a good friend. If you ever need anything, you should reach out. A lot of people are not reliable, but I give my all. Whether it's to my detriment, so be it. But yeah, I just want to show love, and I hope everybody's doing well out there. And God bless.